The only reason why I'm going small sketches right now is so that because these things are roughly about like 1 minute in, so I can't just like make a big piece and waste the paper. Besides, this is just warming up. And just for the record, I'm not actually just making these up as I go along. I am actually watching a video, which is right behind me, and I'm watching it through a mirror. And just to let you know, I'm not just like making all these up. These are actually like I mean, if you hear that little ding right there, that's when the pose changed. So every time I look at this thing, it's not like I'm just making up these things up right now. These are all recorded by the Masters Art Association. They have this little like nice practice sketch session on YouTube. And so like every time I look at it, I want to make sure that I want to make sure I get them all right and make sure it looks good. You know, my boss constantly tells me never to go by reference or never just go by mind. So if it looks like I am going by mind, that's not the case. So like if you look behind me, I mean, well, I'm not gonna let you look behind me right now. There's a YouTube play video playing, basically like a pose maniac or like a life drawing session right behind my back. There's also other pretty good ones too, Pixel Lovely and all those other ones. That does a lot of these sketches as well. Okay, now these are the more 2 minute sketches. So let's see if this actually drastically change my stuff a little bit. How are you seeing those? Are you seeing those okay? Sorry, I was just adjusting my camera to make sure that you guys could actually see this stuff. I mean, you know, since it's with pencil and everything, it's going to be kind of hard. Okay. Now I'm going to try to get in the habit of actually, filling up and building the character. And if I ever have the chance, I'll try to go into inking. Always be loose. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm not making these up. I'm looking at a video right behind me, and through a mirror, and just basically getting the ideas of these things down, just so that I could basically learn, improve, and all that other stuff. I can't use the eraser right now because this thing's their time. So if I fuck up, I'm gonna have to live with it. And the hard part about learning about when it definitely does art is when you're trying to make it into a business. It takes time, and you have to think of ways to make sure you can get these done as soon as possible, and at the same time just make them more, just keep working at them until further notice. gonna give this a shot, see how well I can do this half. I think this is my 10-minute pose. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing it backwards. this is a woman, so we're going to have to kind of put that part in. And let's slenderize her. One thing that I learned about like the difference between men and women is women has more of an hourglass setup to them rather than just like anything else. While men are more like giant squares, females have hourglass figures. I mean, just conceptually, even if you are a certain body type, I mean that's just the basic rule. I'm just going with basics right now, so just to keep that flowing. She has this weird little hair thing going on. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to finish up this little sketch and making it more inked out and detailed and everything. These are just like, practice and warm-ups and all that stuff. When it comes to official business, I'll be doing that. It's a different job. So, hopefully you can actually see that and basically get like a better idea of like how hard it is to draw. Some people are better than me. I'm okay with that. And if you guys want to throw in some comments, let me know. And just give me your advice on how everything works. Give me your advice on how to either work faster, do some techniques, or what kind of things you want to check out in these videos. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it a little bit more time because I really want to work on this piece. And just get a better look at it and just kind of like finish this up. Because, at least I can make a promise to just kind of like drawing it out and just like making it like, being like, Calvin, you gotta finish this shit up. So yeah. So like, if you guys also want, I will present my other stuff, like my poster art and other stuff relating to Joe Hero and other comic book stuff. If you want to take a better look at that, and then we could always just like, we could always chat and just, keep each other open and posted and all that other stuff. So, see, her muscles are a little bit interesting here. The grams in here. Biggie up. And breast line there. Much darker. And let's actually work on the breast a little bit. Ha ha ha! I know, but just like it's really more of like I need to figure out how to get these puppies to sag a little bit because for some reason it's popping out here more, giving her that curve. The reason why I'm filling out this area is to remind myself not to draw in that area and focus more on this side. She's a little thicker, so we could just add a little bit of curves right here. And I mean, breasts are like pectoral muscles, so they have to be in their cone area. While at the same time, you have to learn to make weight go in there. She's wearing like a padded bra, so the boobs are basically in the same position as before. Let's add our basic stuff. And let's see. Okay, adding that. This is basically a very, very rough version of a cleanup. I'm usually much more careful in this stuff, like 25% of the time, where what I would do is just add another sheet of paper over it, put a light box in it, and get a cleanup version, and clean it up, and now make my lines there, but I'm just kind of going in, just like making my pose, and I want to get this thing working and already. And I know maybe it might be rushing it, or just like because I'm just trying to make it work. Maybe that helps me get you. I don't know if the reflection will show that well. Yeah. Okay, that one's pretty bright. You know what? I think at this point, let's just ink it and just call it a day. See how that goes. Anyway, so what do you guys think? I think it's a good start. Yeah, basically, I practice my areas, find the smaller details. I'm using the basic tools, so like I'm not like going too crazy on making it very fancy and everything like that. But if you like it, then that's great. If you don't like it, then whatever. So I hope everything's going. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll try to do more of these videos.